How's it going, everybody? Welcome your faces back to another Satoshi Club video, where today let's talk a little bit about Gary Vee, right? You guys have probably heard of him. For those of you that didn't, he is a motivational speaker, he's an entrepreneur, he's a businessman, he's an influencer, he's a lot of these things, but generally he likes to talk a lot of smack, good stuff and bad stuff as well. So I can't blame the guy, because in this article right here, he actually did make a few fair and valid points. Do I agree with everything that this man does? Do I agree when he goes to a yard sale and he offers $10 for a $50 product just to show that he's a hustler? Well, no, some of these things are just bad examples of being a bad human being, but at the same time he does have some valid points, and that's one of the things I wanted to discuss in today's video, or his talk about the crypto winter and the state of Web3 right now, and years into the future. So starting off, just a little background on Gary Vee. He did make an NFT collection called VeeFriends back in 2021. It did perform quite well. It is still alive. It's still up there. It's on the Ethereum blockchain, and you can check out the website if you want. I'll probably leave the link down in the description below. It's one of the largest projects out there, just because of the fame that this guy has actually gotten from being a Twitter influencer, from talking about crypto, NFTs, and a lot of different stuff, motivational stuff, business talks, entrepreneurial stuff. And do you really learn a lot of things from Gary Vee online? Well, not really, but there is a few things that you can learn, and I've seconded them out within this article. So if you want to check out Gary Vee on his Twitter, you can do so, but I assure you, you're not going to find anything too interesting at this point. He just, rants about some stuff, but it's okay. He's trying to sell out his NFT project in a bear market, and that is only something that I can, commend him for. But first and foremost, what this actually was in Miami. It was a conference. Gary Vee was on a panel talking about the crypto winter. He said that we are in a economic correction, and let's do a little market recap now, right? Before we continue on, what does an economic correction mean? It means that the Fed has been raising rates for a while, but you guys have all heard that, and I've mentioned it millions of times in the past in some of my previous videos, which you can watch whenever you want to. But I also said that gold would be making a move towards the $2,000 level as per the uncertainty in the market. And as we can see quite clearly, gold is following this pattern, breaking out of this rising wedge and simply moving towards more upside. Now, furthermore, if you're looking at the US 500, it is making a little start upwards. But as I said previously, right, I said I'm going to be waiting for this to come to these levels right here. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be shorting the market around these areas. Now, I'm not a financial advisor in any way, shape, or form, but this is something that you should take into account when investing, because it is quite a good opportunity for more downside as rate hikes are still going on. The market is still uncertain. We are still in a recession, and this is a fantastic opportunity to get a short going. Now, furthermore, we have Bitcoin moving up quite a lot in the past few days. It did make quite a move. It's pretty nice to see, a little rally for the start of 2023. I could expect a bull run to start back in, Q3, Q4 of this year, maybe even a little bit later. Currently, we could be making a bottom right here, because the market is looking kind of like it's slowing down, like we could potentially be creating a inverse head and shoulders pattern. But once again, we still haven't reached the bottom, and more importantly, we still haven't reached the bottom on the US 500 since the whole situation in 2020 started. And until we reach this bottom right here, I'm not really bullish on crypto just yet. But let's move on back into Gary Vee. What did he actually say? He said that in the next 36 months, people are going to build meaningful things instead of fast things for fast cash. And this makes a lot of sense. You guys have probably seen a lot of projects that are pumps and dumps, rug pulls, and a lot of stuff just out there, just bombarding the market. A lot of people, a lot of companies, you're trying to shove stuff in your face that you don't want to buy, but you end up buying anyways. Well, in that case, something that you should look out for is sustainable projects that think sustainably and meaningfully, right? Stuff that is actually going to make a difference, not just utility in the sense of parties in the real world, but utility in some other sense that you probably find on the Satoshi Club channel that I've talked about in the past. And this is actually a pretty good idea for a future video, but stuff that will actually help people out around the world. Is it online? Is it helping real people? Is it charity? I'm not talking about charity here. I'm talking about a project that could change the dynamics of a certain sector. For example, adding NFT watches, putting NFTs on your Apple Watch face that could be worth more than a literal Rolex if enough people actually see it, and if the utility behind it is good enough. And the utility could be anything. But I digress, right? We're not talking about utility here. We're talking about stuff that nobody knows just yet will happen within the Web3 world, because you know what happened back in the day with the Web2 world? It was tumultuous. It was difficult, right? It was a problem for all of these Web2 projects to actually break out and start moving towards the stratosphere. And it's the same for Web3, right? If you didn't believe in the internet back in the 90s, which some of you probably didn't believe in if you're old enough and watching this channel right now, you got proven wrong. And you could be proven wrong with the Web3 world as well. So what question Gary likes to ask all of these people who are creating a project and who are quite pessimistic about what is happening right now is, how are you going to create demand when the market softens? And nobody is really capable of giving a good answer to that question. If you're capable of giving a good answer to that question, you're probably out there ready to conquer the world with your project because you have a key question answered. Success is very slow and it comes over time. You can't have a success overnight. Those people that have in crypto, in NFTs and everything, don't look at them. You know, yes, they made a lot of money very quickly, but it's just not something that you should aspire to be. It's probably a pump and dump. Probably a lot of people lost money with it as well. Maybe you just didn't have the timing right. Maybe you didn't get lucky, but maybe it was just too easy, you know, for the market to give you all of this money and for your life to be set. Maybe it was too easy. Think about it that way. Maybe you are able to create something even better in the future with the experience of losing this stuff that is happening right now. Simply, some people may not be willing to live humbly through the rough patches, and this is the problem with the Web3 world right now. And it is why Gary, and I could say myself as well, think that currently it's going to kind of wither out all the weak links in the Web3 world, and the projects and the companies and the people that are going to stay in it in the future are going to lead this space into something a lot better, powered by the blockchain. Real stuff takes time to build, as Gary likes to say, and obviously staying humble and staying hungry is a big part of his image and also his success when it comes to VeeFriends, because he, even though he works very hard, you know, he isn't a serial entrepreneur, he has a lot of businesses, he actually gets a lot more validation in what people that actually know him feel about him than what he gets from his business. Now, from this sentence, I think this is a whole load of, you can guess where I was going with that, but you know, maybe he is truthful. You know, this is something that when a normal person says it, it makes sense. But after seeing some stuff from Gary, I don't think that this comment was well placed. But you know, in any case, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He is a good guy. He did teach us a lot of stuff about NFTs. But never mind. What he's trying to do with VeeFriends, though, if you're interested in that, is branch it out as widely as possible in terms of intellectual property. The key is to take great care to mature this IP, and that takes years, which is why he's prepared to develop the project even 10 to 20 years from now. Now, his goal is to buy the New York Jets, and he thinks that it's the Web3 world that would actually bring him there, which to me makes perfect sense. Now, let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think of the Web3 world? What do you think will happen with crypto, with NFTs? Are they going to survive? Are they going to die out? I personally, well, I guess you can, you know, guess what I think judging by my channel. But in any case, if you want to learn more about Gary Vee and his NFT project and his thoughts on the Web3 world, if you find this article interesting, you can check out VeeCon 2023. He's trying to also include some deflationary dynamics in his community, which is stuff that has been seen before, you know, with a lot of NFT projects. It's not really words that encourage me to become an investor of the VeeFriends, because okay, yeah, deflationary dynamics. Yes, you're going to lower the supply, you're going to increase the value, tokens are going to go up, but that's all kind of artificial, right? I want to see real utility in the Web3 world, real utility in the supply chain industry, in the healthcare industry, in the automotive industry, in the transport industry, in Africa, you know, stuff that Cardano was trying to do back in the day and may even be able to do in the future. That's the type of stuff that, you know, years from now, and you know, as Gary Vee says, in 25 years there will be just as many meaningful intellectual properties that had the origins in the current Web3 era, and he's confident that VeeFriends will be among them. So we're looking for real utility, stuff that will help people in real life. Gary likes his legacy to be that he gave more than he took to the world, and that's what he's trying to accomplish with his project. Whether or not it is directly impacting the lives of people, maybe he does grow it into something even better into the future. Now, Gary said he has things to do after leaving this conference, and to be honest, I have things to do as well. So I'm going to end this video slowly right now. If you want to check out any of the links I mentioned before, you can check them out on in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, watch the US 500 for a potential short. Now, I'm not going to be shorting the market immediately, ideally, I'm going to be waiting for the price to actually reach some level, make a reversal slowly, and start moving down and on a pattern that actually looks nice. Or let's say, you know, on the hourly time frame, if we create a head and shoulders pattern here as well, that will be a fantastic confluence for me to start looking for a short opportunity. So thanks for watching another video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below with your favorite thoughts and opinions. Let me know what you think about the Web3 world. And lastly, I'm not a financial advisor, and you should do your own due diligence before investing into anything in the blockchain, crypto, or NFT world. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.